H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Thursday, actually, but it's, guess what we call it? We call it Baby Friday in the Chop Shop because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So, hey, this is our Baby Friday. This is our Baby Friday. So we treat it like Friday. We out of here tomorrow, off and taking care of business, but we will be back on Tuesday. No Monday. Monday is Labor Day. We will not air on Monday. So guess what? What we got today, I got so much stuff to talk about today, but let me shout out to my starting five. They the starting first 5 people that sign up to the feed. They are on, either YouTube or Facebook. We got Thaddeus Moody. We got Chris Charles. Who else we got? Sonia Billingsley in the building. We got Corey Willis in the building. We got Mindy Collins in the building. And our 6th man is Franklin Paul is in the building. And then I see Karima Williams in the building. And who else? I see Daryl Anderson. I see you, Rick Brown, out there. I see you, D. Holcomb. I see you. Word of the day, Serena. Dale Griggs. I didn't know you liked them Dallas Cowboys. Girl, they told me. I forgot about that. Trey Phillips, what's up, man? Corey Michael Henderson. She's the GOAT. Boy, I know somebody says she ain't the GOAT. That Chrissy Everett. Oh, I can't wait to share that with y'all today. But but first of all, before I get in, let me get happy 901 today. It's September 1. September 1. And it happened to coincide. My area code from Memphis is 901. So people in Memphis is celebrating 901 Day. And guess what they told me to share with y'all? 901 Day. Okay. Marissa said, hey, Hatter, Serena is okay to go. Okay. Let me see. What else y'all talking? Chris Walker says she would look. Y'all know Chris Walker a hater. Yeah, listen. Can I tell y'all a secret? He mean well. Okay, Chris Walker. But he I put it like this. I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to put it plain to you so y'all can understand. Y'all remember Leave It to Beaver? Okay? Y'all remember the character Eddie Haskell? He always hanging out with Beaver. But he always doing something to get everybody in trouble. He just messy. I mean, he just messy. That's that's Eddie Haskell. He gonna do something he told me yesterday. He said, I know what you were saying was right, but guess what? I just wanted to say something. I said, I said, but when I'm trying to make a great point, Chris, you can't get confused. It causes the people to get confused. So y'all got to be a little bit more sharp with it and cancel out some of that stuff he said. He said, okay, all right, Chris Evans is a hater. Karima, why do you think she's a hater? Chris Evans has been hating on Serena from day one. Okay, all right, that is Moody. Okay. They told me you was a Dallas Cowboy fan, Dale. I didn't know that. I forgot, maybe. I didn't know that. Just that's all I want. They said that yesterday. No, Chris Eddie House. So let's start. Let's start. Okay. Last night though, y'all, there was a GOAT watching the GOAT last night because Tiger Woods was in the building. Let's get that straight, right? Let's get that. But Dale, I just want to let y'all know, Dale, I haven't been all here. Dale, I haven't been all here. I didn't know you like the Dallas Cowboys like that. I didn't, because I said, where the Dallas Cowboy fans at, right? And I have one of them, Chris and somebody else. And then somebody said, Dale. I said, no, say it ain't so. That's all, Dale. I mean, I ain't worried about it. You can like me all you want to. But Serena last night. I'm off you, Dale. Let me get on Serena. She told this woman, I'm just Serena. Did y'all? I'm gonna set it up for you. But the way she said it, oh, hey, Anissa, is the most professional way I've ever heard somebody say. Do you know who the F I am? You follow me? Should I play it? Yeah, let me play it for y'all. We're going to start off here. I didn't want to start off here, but guess what? I got to play it for y'all right now. I know I downloaded it. Check this out. This the question. I was Dion. Hey, did y'all see when they called Dion Warren Gladys Knight? They got the wrong people calling these some of these things. So hold on. Let me get here first. I know y'all want to comment. I know y'all keep commenting. I'm gonna try to go back to them. But watch this, y'all. Let's watch this. Whoa. Did you hear say what? Hold on, y'all. I got to stop it right there. Hey, that is Moody. Yeah, that is Moody. Say, we gonna talk about, hold up. Y'all see how this chop shop is, y'all? We talking about Serena and Tiger. And he come bring up Candace Parker. Candace Parker ain't no damn GOAT. Get the hell out of here. That is Moody. You quit being a homer. Candace Parker ain't no damn GOAT. Stop it. But did y'all hear she tell a woman, what? Like, what? I wish we could talk like we used to talk. Yes, that's what she wanted to say. All right, let me get back to it. That is Moody. I can't believe you said that. Oh, I love this girl. Y'all see I got her behind me today. I love this girl. Willie Sullivan. We talk about Tiger. And hold up. And we talking about Serena. And that is Moody go talking about Candace Parker. Oh, I can't believe it. That is Moody. Oh, I got to get you right there. She said, what? Unbelievable. Man, I just love this stuff. Hold up. Y'all got to realize now, right? That girl was Mary Jo Fernandez, the girl who asked her the question. She was also ran. She wasn't that damn good. If she's surprising herself, she looked at her and said, have you read the file on me? Willie Sullivan, have you read the file on me? Have you looked at my dossier? Unbelievable. I'm just Serena. Knuckle. I know she wanted to say that. Talk your stuff, Serena. You just beat the #2 player in the world. How did you do it? This is why we got to get ourselves in these fields. So they got to hire us because we know Serena's plight. I think it's a disservice. ESPN, anybody but got them clowns up there calling this girl name. What he said, Sunnyside, we say you better act something back. Absolutely. Think about this, y'all. I couldn't wait to talk to y'all about it. I know y'all. Look at all these comments. She said, you beat the #2 player in the world. How did you do it? Serena said, well, I'm a pretty good player, too, player. I mean, I'm pretty good. Are you surprised of the level you're playing? I'm just Serena is the quote. Is and was the quote. Guess what else she said? What my Anissa? I know y'all watched. Guess what else she said, Mate? I've been had an X on my back since '99. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been had the X on my back since '99. That line was that had a little hove in it. That was a little hovey. She had a little hove in on that line. That little had a little Jay-Z up in there. The thing I won't miss, y'all, when Serena retires is the stupid freaking commentator of Chris Evert and John McEnroe. Y'all got to realize, if you didn't know my history, I grew up a tennis player and basketball player. So these people, I used to watch it and emulate a lot. Chris Evert, Jimmy Connors was my favorite. Arthur Ashe, but Jimmy Connors' reason I and him and McEnroe, I gravitated toward those two is because they were left-handed. I played golf left-handed, so I gravitated toward those two guys, right? And Arthur Ashe was just cool. I loved Arthur Ashe because I had his racket, I had Jimmy Connors' racket, I had a McEnroe racket, I had a Borg racket. Thank you, Mama. My mama, man, I had the greatest mom in the world. If I wanted it, Chris Evert, y'all, was a mediocre tennis player. She was pretty good. She was a attractive blonde white woman. She rode the wave as a tennis Barbie. Everybody used to love her. She was really never that good. On her best day, she wasn't half the player Williams is on her worst. And she knows this. But let me tell you something. Serena hinted something last night. I don't know if y'all picked it up on. She said, I got a little something left. Her movement got better yesterday. She got a little something left. But y'all, I got to share something with y'all. Okay? Trying to see where I'm going to go with it. Is it over here? It's over here. I'm just trying to figure it out. How and where I'm going to go with it. because I want to talk a little bit about. Uh, want to talk about this family, man. Uh, I want to talk that phrase last night. I am Serena. It was like the greatest advertisement of the century. I don't know who would pick it up, use it. Maybe Nike will. Okay. Yes, Madison Keys plays Coco on Friday. Yes. And by the way, Serena and Venus tonight, prime time. They put in a doubles match prime time. Go figure. Double match used to be not on prime time. But they putting it in prime time. So what? You can take advantage of this TV. I love them. I love them. That I am Serena. I'm just Serena. That's a movie. Y'all gotta understand. I think about stuff deep. I think that's a movie. Hey, y'all, gentlemen, Chris Everett, and all you people. This woman won a major, the Australian Oprah, while she was pregnant. Last night, she was very aware that the people were there to see her. That pump she gave, it was to Tiger. She know he was in there. That's Tiger's pump. Yes, don't play with Serena mama. You right. She looked like, don't say nothing to me. But let me walk y'all through something, y'all. I got some, it's something that I want to share with y'all that I don't never want us to forget too. I got something for you. Share the show, because ain't nobody gonna give you this. Share the show. Because they ain't said this on ESPN last night. Okay? They didn't say that. So share the show right now. Let me give you a second. I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna walk y'all through something. I know y'all want to have this information, but just say, look, I got it from the chop shop. But share the show right now. Did I? Yes, hold up. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because I didn't do it on YouTube. See, I do it on YouTube too. Let me tell you. Let me stop. I'm going to share something with you, y'all, that I think people want to hear. I got something for you. Now that ain't it. I want to share. Hold up. Let me share a second. You know I can't multitask at the same time. Okay, I just shared it there. Okay, let me share it one more time somewhere else. Watch this. Share it on Twitter. Watch this. It's sent. So, like I said, she's very aware of who was there and the people who were there to see us. She and Venus, like I said, be playing doubles tonight. This woman said, I'm 40 years old. And I beat a 26-year-old girl that was ranked the number 2 player in the world. Check this out. No, I'm busy tonight. Solomon, this guy was talking about this. He said, Serena having to face the ending of something that she has been doing for most of her life. Okay? I'm finna show y'all what she's dealing with. I'm finna take y'all my 30 years in sports representation business and watching a lot of careers come and go and come and go and come and go. Okay? Show you what she's going through. Athletes have 2 deaths. They face the death that we all face, and you have and you have been doing something since you were 5 years old, and now at 35, 40, it's suddenly over. That's got to be crazy. When you wake up and decide it's over. I've been through this. Some of y'all been through it. Tennis is not a democratized, it's not democratized like boxing is and the way football is. What do I mean by that? You can come up from grassroots. You don't need money to participate as a boxer. You don't need to be sponsored as a football player, a basketball player. You pick up a ball, there's a hoop on every corner, every park, and you just go play. Hear me. Tennis has always been a club sport. Okay. If you weren't part of a country club and your parents didn't pay for you to have a membership of the club, it would be hard for you to come up as a tennis player. Okay? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna address that, Mate. I think she is. That family don't play like that. It's a different family. She says over is over. Just my opinion. Studied the family a little bit. Or as a golfer, it's hard for you to come up grassroots as a tennis player, as a golfer. Very expensive. Very, 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 very expensive. The racket is $300 a racket. Guess what? They got to be strong with certain materials. That costs. Check this out. Tiger Woods' father could afford. He taught him himself, but he could afford getting him a couple of teachers here and a few lessons here and help him, to get him the help he needed to grow in the sport in a way that someone who didn't have the same economic situation could never accomplish. Let's get that straight. When we talk about different sports, that is what makes the Venus and the Serena what they have done. That's so much more remarkable because they didn't have the economic base to come up in a sport that is totally controlled by economics. It's not fully democratized. They didn't want us in there. Democratized with everybody. No. For her to achieve what she has achieved in that context, it's one of the greatest things that we ever heard. I'm going to go back and check y'all comments. It's one of the greatest careers in any sport that we've ever seen. Jackie Robinson said, the athlete dies twice. And what he meant is you are doing something that you love when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old. And in Serena's case, she was a little girl. It's a game that changed and took her on a different trajectory in life. This game that she got to leave. So I'm just giving you the feeling she's feeling right now. This game changed her whole family. Taught by her father, who ain't nobody been talking about, but I'm talking about him. They ain't talking about him on the news station. She seemed to change the life of her whole family. They got generational wealth. And now to get to a place that you can't do it anymore. Think about it, Dale. I'm just throwing it. I've been around athletes that they go through the same thing. What if I told you, what if I told you a doctor went through med school and practiced and put in all those years, and then at 40 years old, he told he can't practice medicine anymore? Or a lawyer who went to law school and you're not going to let him go in the courtroom anymore, and he did all that reading, and this is where he compete, and this is where he play, and this is where he perform, and then all of a sudden they told you can't practice law anymore. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the 30 years in this business, there's going to be some depression. Not saying it would ruin their life. It's going to be a metamorphosis that has to take place. Brandy, for Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. I don't care how great you are. Michael Jordan. You got to move away from the game at some point. The game stops. The ball stops. Vince Lombardi said that. What he said that is the day you really start to mature because you grow in other ways. And what? Growth don't come without pain. What's y'all saying? Growing pains. You ain't listening to me. If you thinking about what you listen, just listen, Mate. I ain't talking about nobody coming out of the time. Their ass ain't retired now. Listen to evidently you ain't listening, but Robert, they all came out of retirement. I ain't talking about that. It gonna come a time that all of them ain't gonna be able to come back. That's the point I'm trying to make. When you step away, you realize your life was governed by this cycle, this regimen that you did every single year. In the fall, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. In the winter, in the spring, and the summer, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just giving you the life behind these guys. I know y'all might think y'all know it, but I done lived it for 30 years. And you know you were signing up to a sport that you can never do forever. It's short. When you sign up, you know I can't do this forever. And you would have to have a second career. You got to remember, sports, it governs your whole energy. Go look what you're doing with your son. He is playing, look basketball. His parents moving all over the country to be with their son to play basketball. Everything is about basketball. Everything is about basketball. Football. Everything. Them kids' lives are governed by it. All your energy, the family's energy, is governed by it. It's a never a day that you think about it that you didn't think you need to be better. Ask your son when he get home for school this week if he's really want to pursue this thing. I'm just trying to help you. Tom Brady is a perfect example. You always struggle with it. Think about what Serena said the other day. She said, I don't even want to think about the R word, retire. But let me tell y'all something, Brandy, Mate, this is what I tell athletes, okay? See, look at Curtis in transition. He had to transition. I'm just telling you, after 30 years, this stuff is hard now. I tell athletes, when you got to give it up, the thing that you love. I think the focus ought to be how you can take what has been given to you, the knowledge that you have collected over the years of competing. How can I help being a blessing to other people? That's what I'm doing on this show. I don't have to be here, but I had to find something bigger than myself. Sometimes we have to stop looking inward all the time and start looking outward. I believe if Serena makes up her mind that I'm going to impact the lives of many young people, taking what I've learned in the game of tennis and sharing it with the world, she would find that her enthusiasm for life. This is why I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all something that I've been through. That's what I tell my athlete. That's why I'm so enthused about all the time being on the Chop Shop. She would find that her enthusiasm for life is now not about chasing titles and championships. It's about helping people, and you go to another quality of life. I'm having the best time of my life right now. I think that's why I told y'all to share this show, because I ain't never shared this before. I think that's what we all have to really learn. I mean, all of us. I think that's something all of us need to learn how to do. As competitors, we're always looking inward. When we come on the other side, we have to look outward. How can we help people? We got to be givers. When you become that giver, when we become that giver, when you become that person that is a blessing to others, you will be happier than you ever have been winning those titles and those championships. All of those are self-fulfilling. It's better. Remember the saying? It's better to give than to receive. Because if you're a giver, that means you're good. But I want to share with y'all something. Her dad's vision and his dream was to establish a tennis academy. I read this in his books because his thing was, in tennis, we can't count on white people to create our champions. I would love to have Serena and Venus to follow up on that dream. Venus said, my sister's talking about retirement. I ain't retiring. She came out and said, not me. I'm still flying around this goal, trying to whoop me a little tail. But listen, ladies, y'all listen to me now. How cool would it be for them to have an academy that focus on young black women who don't have the means? Because Venus and Serena know all the blind spots of this system. Michael Jordan, you about 30 minutes late. We talked about that 30 minutes ago. we talked about that 30 minutes ago. Karima, follow me, Karima. Karima, you ain't gonna get, Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna give you this. I'm sorry. But think about it, y'all. How nice would that have to have that kind of academy? To say to a young black woman, we have an idea on how to do this. That would be the ultimate give back. You leave the sport better than when you came in. If somehow Venus and Serena could reshape the game of tennis to where it is truly democratized. You can have a kid in Harlem playing on a court where weeds coming up through the cracks, like she did in Compton. And now they're able to formulate, hold on, the mind of a champion. And then the talent that goes with the champion. It starts up here first, ladies and gentlemen. When you read some of the books and how they came up, that daddy was busy grooming Venus, and Serena had already started. He was just grooming Venus, right? And Serena had already started pointing to the records that she was going to break. She had it going on up here, Serena. She knew what she was going to do. Y'all read up on her. She signed herself up to play in tournaments her sister was playing in. And mom and daddy didn't even know she was on the other side, whooping the hell out of everybody on the other side. That's the mind of a champion. What if she poured that into our young girls? Groom them. They have such a phenomenal story of triumph and overcoming. And it goes to show you, you don't have to wait on anybody else to come to your rescue. Daddy was all Venus, 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 Venus. Little mama said, all right, I'm going to go sign up to this tournament myself. While Venus over there messing around, I'm going to be over here tearing these girls' tail up. That's in a book. That's in his book too. Anissa. A little girl doing that, man. They can help build future champions in the world of tennis in what my favorite word is, in an intentional way. Yeah, they've already provided inspiration, but let's do it in an intentional way. It would be such a powerful, powerful thing. This may, y'all, be the greatest story in American history. They should have a statue of both of them at all 4 Grand Slams. In Australia, Roland Garros, that's the French Open, the Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open in New York. Statue of them 2 girls. Remember, if you're a champion like Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali, that sport is democratized. You can come from the lowest level of society to become a champion boxer. You can come from the lowest level of society and excel in all the other major sports. But in what we call a single participation sport that is not democratized, that all of the champions who had preceded them, other than Arthur Ashe and Athelia Gibson, they come up through a system that has been thoroughly monetized. It's based on economics, and you cannot come from the bottom. But their father allowed them to circumvent it. See, ain't nobody been talking about it. I'm finna talk about old Rich. He took them out of junior tennis because he saw some disruptions in the human psyche of some of the kids that were in there. Some of the young ladies, Jennifer Capriati, some of the young ladies in that system had been chewed up and spit out, and they left them in a bad psychological space. His daddy said, hell no. Me and my girls going to Disney World. Y'all hear me? Them white folks telling her, man, you need to do this, you need to do this. Man, hey, let's go. We're going to Disney World. He took them out of that system. But he found a way to work through it and around it. Daddies, to let these people talk negative about Richard Williams. That's why I said, don't you let these people talk about negative about a LeVar Ball. I don't care how loud he is. And ultimately, they did get some financing and some funding, and the mom and dad took the girls as far as they could to where these other coaches, they saw something in them and wanted to work with them. He had turned down money, y'all, way more times than he said yes. He walked away. My girls are not for sale. Mamas in this basketball community, your son is not for sale. You understand me? We let these people talk about, oh, Richard was this, Richard. You let these folks talk to you about Richard. He had a bad rap. People were telling me, man, you know what he did to his daughter? I said, yeah, he should get Father of the Year every year. He's an example. He brought his daughters up in Compton. Have y'all ever been to Compton? And these girls didn't fall in early teenage pregnancies. They were straight A students academically. He helped them to navigate the pitfalls of Compton. We all as fathers should be so lucky to be good as Richard Williams was to these girls. All should be. We talking about Kendrick Davis. I know you like to get off subject, but we talking about Serena Williams and her daddy right now. Let's talk about them right now. Chop Shop. We'll be back in a minute. Share the show. Oh, you know I got something else. Hold on 1 second. Let me find that.
The Cox Prater Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. I told y'all be to share the show. I got something for you. Jimmy coming on at 1, but I got something for y'all. And I need y'all. I need the basketball community because y'all. I saw some stuff on Twitter. I got the dress, but let me give y'all a little something. You know, Russell Wilson. Yeah. Ain't nobody brought that up, but I'm gonna bring him up. Russell Wilson, new deal. Pushes, he just got a new deal. Let me make breaking news. Russell Wilson just reached an agreement of a 5-year, $225 million contract extension. That includes $165 million guaranteed. Sources, ESPN. He's talking about Russell. There's a 9-time Pro Bowler. Ooh, 9-time Pro Bowl. Hey, tell me, y'all. Y'all remember when I came on the show and I said I just never seen somebody like Lamar Jackson play, and y'all talking about Michael Vick, and I love Michael Vick, but I just told y'all remember when I said that? Do me a favor, whoever said that, come on, how the Michael Vick? I said, I understand it. Have Michael Vick ever led the league in touchdown strong? Somebody find that for me. Y'all find the guy who said it. I mean, don't you don't have to be. I just want to know. Lamar Jackson has. I just want to know. I just want to let y'all know. I saw some. And he married. Yeah, Russ went. Hey, man, Russ. Let's not talk. That Russ. Okay. Then they talking about, it's a whole lot of stuff, man. A whole lot of innuendos out there talking about the NFL wins. Russell didn't get a for the gap. Man, Russell gonna be 40 getting that money. Yes, he did win. They talking about he didn't win because he didn't get fully guaranteed coin. Yes, he did. He got 165 million guaranteed. That man gonna be 40 collecting that bread. Okay. I like when you. No, sports ain't getting watered down. I don't think. Mike, let me see. I was just talking about the contract. I'm looking up. They talking about the highest average salary. Russell with what Aaron Rodgers getting 50 million and all that kind. Then Russ getting 49. You know, on down. Shout out to Russell. Shout out to Sierra, their family. Yes, Sierra. See, I've been blessed. Sierra was dating Amari Stoudemire. Y'all probably, if y'all go back, y'all can check. I don't know how crazy it was in the news because they wasn't going too crazy, but I never forget. We were gonna go and set. I was with the Nike people, and we were going to set him up for an account so he can just go in the Nike store and get what he want, right? But he said, my girl, we got to wait on my girl. Man, we sitting there waited 2 hours for this girl to get ready, man. Sierra take too damn long to get ready. That's why I'm always going to think about her. Little mama. But I understand when she came out of there, I said, but no, she was in casuals. But she just takes so long. She have a glam squad come and get her ready. That was back then. She was paying for it, not him. But ain't no telling what she got going on. She probably got a live-in glam squad. But she was that was my fond memory. But when she came out, she was so sweet. I said, damn, I'm in New York, man. I ain't got two hours to spare. When you get in New York, you want to be doing stuff because it's a fast city, and we just sitting up in the man's apartment just waiting on her to come out. But that's my Sierra. And hold up, I'm gonna tell you the same with Tyra Banks. When we was doing the little penny commercials, whoo, she takes so long. Boy, she takes so long to come out. But when she came out, she looked good. So, but shout out, I just want to give y'all this story. Shout out to Serena. I mean, not Serena. I mean, yeah, Serena, to Russell and Sierra. That's what I meant, Sierra. Man, it's just this black excellence, man. And I just, and I was thinking about some, y'all. And we have to watch out for her. And because when I bring this other subject, I want to wait till Jimmy get here. When you think about these salaries, okay? All right? I'm trying to find out what I want to talk to y'all about. I always remember when the guys like Lamar Jackson is holding out, not holding out, just saying, we hearing things about him. When you standing on principle, always remember the first tactic is to discredit you. Okay? I'm just going to go back because I remember the Deshaun Watson thing. Everything was cool. And Deshaun Watson said he don't want to be with the Texans. And 1 month later, y'all saw what happened. So the first tactic is discredit people. Okay? Then the truth is ignored. Did the Houston Texans and Busby conspire to use those women to attack Deshaun? I'm not defending Deshaun because he did something. I ain't saying what he did. He did something. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Live and the PGA Tour. Everybody want to criticize the individual. No one want to criticize the governing body, the majority stakeholders. In this case, the team owners. We as Americans have to become better. Y'all fans, y'all got to become better when it comes to understanding the nuances of these issues. I'm going to walk you through it. We seem to always want to blame the low-hanging fruit. You can take the NIL in college. Now, all of a sudden, the players, they're talking about the players are revolting against the NCAA, and the players are not. But if you discredit that and keep the propaganda out there to talk about the players, but check this out. Now, no one, see, check this out. No one wants to take an account. Y'all remember when I explained to y'all about the Supreme Court the other day? And everybody ain't telling y'all. The Supreme Court told the NCAA that you need to fix what you're doing here, player. This is not going to stand. You are not going to like what we render here today. The judgment is going to come and you ain't going to like it. You better go fix it. The Supreme Court said, you know the name and image and likeness these kids have a right to benefit and profit from. This why LeBron James said no to college. I know what you guys gonna make off me in college. LeBron James I ain't telling everybody to be this. You got to be LeBron James now. Lil Johnny, this ain't for your ass. All right? LeBron James became the first player in U.S. history while he's still playing to become a billionaire. So he's proven that you can still self-educate, can still grow and evolve as a human being, circumvent the NCAA and all they got going on and keep it moving. We as people need to understand that we should not just be picking on the low-hanging fruit, the players, but we should also hold the others accountable. Even when we look at the labor disputes between the players and the teams, it's going to come up. The CBA and all this stuff going to come up. See, y'all got to remember, fans, y'all are workers just like the players. We complain about this during politics. How can people act against their own interests? You're going against the players. The players is just like you, workers. You are a worker also. And this person is just trying to do what you're trying to do. Get as much money as possible from these entities where you work at. Brandy, you want the most money out of there. Mindy, United better pay you. Are you going to raise holy hell over there? Kevin Freitman, if that school don't pay, you're raising holy hell. Somebody want to be important today, I see. Somebody want to be important today. And I ain't going to let him be. He been over there drinking with Jimmy today. But Angel said, it amazed me how fast people would support billionaire owners and bash that. Thank you. See, we just have somebody come over here talking about the low-hanging fruit. Is right. Using an analogy. Unbelievable. Yet the fans invariably will side with the franchise. I'm on the NCAA side. Or they didn't take the Texas side. Or the NFL side. What did Curtis Mayfield say? If there's a hell below, we all gonna go. Listen to me, y'all. There is a lot of complicity in the Sean's case, Sean Watson case. The reason I'm bringing him up because I'm just using him as an example. We as people, we all have aspirations. We all have aspirations. We aspire to be landowners. We aspire to be stakeholders in large corporations. We tend to side and go against our own best interest, though. We are all workers, to be honest with you. Even if you own a small company, you have clients and you have to answer to them. We all have to answer to somebody. For whatever reason, we tend to lean toward to the more aspirational element than the reality fact that we are really in this boat together as workers. But we trying to side with Bob McNair, Cal McNair. I'm surprised that we don't see things through the same prism. We tend to side with the ruling class. Because I guess you want to be there. I understand. There's a jealousy aspect also, though. Why should he succeed? Why should James be able to throw all the money in the strip club? Why should this guy be able to do this? Why should this guy have a Ferrari? Do y'all realize how many people get to play professional anything? It's not that many. What Chris said, how many 20 million black people? 17, 20 million black people? Ain't but 1,200 of them are professional athletes. A lot of people would give their right arm just to spend 1 week as a professional player. Here you are getting to play pro football, pro baseball, and you should be grateful. That's what y'all say to them. That's why people go against the athlete. They should be grateful. I have an example for you. The reason I brought up Deshaun. Steve Bisciotti, he's the owner of the Baltimore Ravens. He's looking at his own enterprise and what he had to pay his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Okay. He said, why should Deshaun Watson be the first guy to get a fully guaranteed contract? They gave him $330 million guaranteed. It's the owner said this. Why should he be the first guy? But by the way, Steve, he wasn't the first guy. But the owner said this, and guess what? All of y'all gonna believe it because the owner said it. But he wasn't. The first player to get a fully guaranteed contract occurred 3 years ago, 3 years or so ago, with Kirk Cousins, with the Minnesota Vikings, to the tune of $83 million guaranteed. Aaron Rodgers signed a contract in January, fully guaranteed $50 million a year. But no one said anything about those contracts being fully guaranteed. Y'all ain't heard nothing about it, have you? Till they start praying these brothers. When you can throw out hyperbole and misinformation because of your disgust of a contract of Deshaun Watson, and no one fact check it like Robert Hatter, and just say, yeah, So yeah, it's part jealousy. And then when you have to throw in misinformation to get people on board with you, so guess what? People are already jealous of Deshaun Watson money. Then you go throw that information out there. It makes it worse. One guy said to me, "Why should Kyler Murray get all that money?" I had to explain to him supply and demand. How many people on this planet can do what that little man can do? No owner is going broke paying him. You don't have a lot of people walking around on the earth that can do what he can do. Ladies and gentlemen, chop chop. That's why he gets that bread. It's called market supply. It's business 101. These are true economic principles. So in layman's terms, on the street, don't hate the player, hate the game. You don't like what the individual is making? You should take the game to the system to task for rewarding him from having this rare skill that not many people have. But the market has answered and paid them this high salary because he has a rare skill. A skill he's worked his whole life on. He sacrificed while we was out at parties. He was doing tour days up and early in the morning. When they asked him that question about when they put the clause in his contract, talking about he wasn't studying and they got the 4 hours. He answered it real well to y'all, to me. He said, "I find it interesting that I am judged and criticized for not being a guy that works hard, not having passion for what I do. Here I am at 5'9", drafted as a Major League Baseball first round, Heisman Trophy winner. And it's I can't believe it's an honor for me to y'all think I can do all of that without studying." His talking points were always, think about it. His talking points was always used against black quarterbacks in the NFL. He touched on every point without using race. It messed him up. Y'all, we live in a world of multiple realities. We have 2 Americas, maybe 3. You can be Italian and living in New York and come down to the deep South, and you say, "Where in the hell am I at?" You've been in New York ever since you came from Italy. You come down to you say, "What the hell am I?" You can leave from there and go to Alaska and have a whole different experience. You can go to LA and California and say, "Wow." Come to the Midwest and now you have another value system that changed. It's different when we come to our existence and reality. And I just had to share that with y'all, man, because I'm just sitting there thinking about how we and I watch how we move and how we talk and how we do in this summer basketball community. And I saw a tweet by Doug the other day and I didn't understand it, so I called Doug. And somebody just texted me and said, "Where's my TSU shirt?" I don't have a TSU shirt. I got TSU warm up, but I don't have a TSU polo shirt because I came in the winter. They didn't give me. So guess what? Tell the vice president I need my polos from TSU and I'll wear them. Yeah, we talked about that already. Wesley H, you late, Doc. You late as hell. But I want to share something with y'all, man. Doug tweeted out something. I need all y'all. I'm glad you're there, Mr. Yates. Glad you're there. I need you. I need you there. I'm going to talk to y'all about something. Right before Jimmy come on, I'm going to, and then I'll let him have it. But Doug said, stop putting unwarranted pressure on kids who just want to play basketball. All this best in the nation-ish, these kids don't ask for that. It's adults trying to control a kid's life, and it's not even their kid. Meanwhile, defecating, excuse the left, he said defecating, I'm using, he said another word. He said, excuse his language though, on the other kids who play for you. Unique text, and I got to bring it out to Jimmy. Welcome to the show. Unique text. Doug said,
stop. What we talking about?
Doug tweeted something out the other day. It was random. And
Doug Jones?
Yeah, Doug Jones. Check this out.
Okay.
He said, stop putting unwarranted pressure on kids who just want to play basketball. All of this best in the nation-ish, these kids don't ask for that. It's adults trying to control a kid's life, and it's not even the kid. Excuse me, and it's not even their kid. Meanwhile, defecating on, he said, excuse his language, on the other kids who play for them. Okay? So, Jimmy, I went a little deep. I had to call Doug. I said, man, what is you talking about? Because you know and he told me it was in reference to what John Urie said.
Okay. What did John Urie say?
Okay.
I'm telling you.
That's all right. I got you. I got you, baby.
This is more proof that I'm telling y'all.
I know. I got you. Watch this.
On that stuff like that.
Oh, no. That's all right. Hey, if Doug hadn't said it, I wouldn't have been on it.
What did John say?
Hold on. Let me go back to the beginning. Let me go. John said, Lester. Hold up. It has something to do with Jared Harris. And he said, hold up, let me keep going. Jared, we love you over here, baby, but boy, I'm going to pray for you. All right? He was talking about players. And hold on. You got to go back. See, John, you were text too damn much. Damn, John, I got to go back and back. What it was talking about when ESPN, Jared Harris is playing extremely well. Some of the Dallas AAU coaches are wondering why writers putting Lynn McNeely in front of Jared Harris. It's not close. So I guess I had to come to the rankings, and he started talking about the stuff like that. Then I thought the one place they was mentioning that other dude. What's the little dude in Dallas that's supposed to be the number one? What's the number one in Dallas?
Trey Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned. Yeah, he was mentioned. Oh, yeah. Jimmy, I'm telling you. So Doug was just telling me, man. He said, there's not. But I'm going to stand up. This your boy, John Urie. They're not true all the time, but I'm going to stand up for Houston kids that can play. And Dallas has every right in the country writing about these kids. I'm not going to stand up and defend. I'm going to stand up to defend the players that can play to college coaching. That's all that matters. So he said, if rankings didn't matter, then why do those Dallas dudes, I mean, going back and forth, this your boy, I'm reading his tweets, Dallas dudes rely so much on rankings. If you ask any college coach in the country about a prospect, they will ask you, where is he ranked? So it does matter. So rankings does matter. I'm just telling you this what he said. It matters because some of these Houston dudes hate on players from Houston. This all John Urie. John. Let's compare basketball resumes. See, Jimmy, it was so far down, I had to go. He said, let's compare basketball resumes. Jared Harris versus everyone in Dallas. Number one, he dominated and leading scorer at who want all the smoke. Undefeated. Dominated at the stage scored. At the stage, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Scored 27 points, undefeated. Number 3, he dominated New York to LA, had a 6-1 record, dominated at the TABC, scored 30 points, and at the Gasso, he dominated. So I guess that's why he said, also Dallas, we also had kids ranked in rivals ahead of you. So he was going back and forth. Yates, Rusty Yates, number 1. Tugler, number 2. Duval, number 51. Johnson, 55. Posey, Dawes, Cole. He missed him. So he went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Okay? Who he was going back and forth with?
I mean, he was just going. I don't know who he's going back and forth. Okay. I don't understand the tweets. I'm just giving you information. You asked what he said, and I'm just telling you. Him and another dude said, some dude named Jacob Washington said, at this point, it's about the kid, or is it you trying to garner more attention from the kid? If it was about the kid, then rankings wouldn't matter. The kid's resume would do this on its own. You did the same thing with PJ comparing him to Cason Watkins. Oh my God. So they just going back and forth. But Doug just said, why put unwanted pressure on kids who just want to play basketball? All this best in the nation-ish. These kids don't ask for that. It's the adults trying to control the kid's life, and it's not even your kid. Meanwhile, defecating on all the other kids who play for you. So, but he did say some good things.
Like what?
Okay, let me tell you what I like. Hold on. I got to go back, man. He said something that I kind of like. He said, when you... Okay. He said, don't be scared now, he told somebody. Paul Biancardi, with his no evaluating self, has gotten y'all hyped. You name the time and the place, and we'll show up and whoop y'all. Yeah, I said it. My name is John Urich, a.k.a. The Godfather. Then somebody said, The Godfather. Uncle Dre, Crazy Dre. Oh, Dre. Dre, Rose. Dre. Hold up. He said, hold up. Like, I missed my place. Don't do me like that. Jimmy, it was getting good. I'm just going, Jimmy. I'm just going. And he said something. I'm trying to get back to what he said. Hold up. Here you go. Okay. All right. Here you go. He mentioned your damn name too. I know you hadn't seen it. He mentioned your name. Oh, yeah, I got your ass. I got you. He got you, Wesley. He got you. Okay. Hold up. Y'all, I know it's a lot. Okay. He talked. Okay. Then he come back next with, you have dudes on that top 60 list that we played against at U of H Elite, and he did not score on us. And he's in the top 60. And we spanked the Cougs Elite like they stole something by double figures. This is why I say Paul Biancardi doesn't know a thing about recruiting. Okay, shots fired. Okay, just because I'm just the messenger. John Urich said just because he's on ESPN doesn't make him an expert. He gets that information from writers like me, and he takes the credit for it. He's making money off the backs of people, but that do the real work. When you go out, somebody been saying that for a long time, and help kids train, feed kids. If not, go sit down and shut up. That's what John Urich said. Hold up, got more. AAU coaches, to all you black AAU coaches, you black scouts, you black writers, Jimmy, all of y'all, quit giving Paul Biancardi your information about your players. Make him pay for it. Quit building up a fraud scout when he doesn't know a thing, and make him get out and see real players and earn his way. Build your own network. I like that one. Then he said, to you AAU coaches, build your own tournaments and share the profits so there is no jealousy or envy. Write your own stories, rate your own kids with a consensus of coaches that see these players. You have the power. College coaches need your help for their job, to keep their jobs. Build your own. I love anybody said build your own. I'm just keep going, Jimmy. And if I had to go back, I'm going. Hold up, I'm going to tell you why he mentioned your name.
Damn.
Oh, the man was getting it in. And it starts with Marcus Long, Jimmy Hicks, John Urich, TJ Ford, Richard Law, Texas Takeover coaches, Kristen Beggs, and the others that are in the kid business. Let's really help kids grow and educate them the right way instead of fighting against each other. I believe in that. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I got this. You're going to like this, Jim. We've let shoe companies divide us. And we're all African Americans. I know, Jimmy, you finna get him. But, Jimmy, write your notes down, Jimmy. We all care about kids. And I was one that let shoe companies and the little bit of money created a false ego that scared other great young men from partnering with me to help our community. He said he was a part of it, Jimmy. So he wasn't a hypocrite on that one. He said, I messed up. Then he said another money grab this weekend by Paul Biancardi. The Wooten Camp. Your kid has no chance to get ranked. And this guy who is not interested in Texas come to Texas and make you pay for a falsehood camp. They have no interest in your kid. Jimmy's Mo, I'm just tired of reading. Hey, let's create our own. And my guy has 20 high major offers. We don't need them. We don't need him. He doesn't give a damn about no one because he doesn't do the hard work. I guess he's talking about Pangos and all of them. So we're on the same page. Somebody agree with it. We're sending our kids to Pangos and Paul Biancardi. So that's it, Jim. That's the gist of it. I mean, I'm just the messenger here. It started with Doug Jones, Jimmy. When I called Doug, I didn't know what Doug was saying. I said, Doug, what's wrong? I thought he was talking about something else. And then he told me John Urich. So that's why I went and researched this mess. What's up? I'm tired.
Man, I'm glad I'm good thing I didn't see none of that. This is my first time hearing about it. So that lets you know, not by on purpose. I don't have Urich blocked. I'm not as active as I used to be on social media. And the way I look at it, there's a lot of people that chose not to be as active as others on social media. And because
forget the disclaimer. Just stress this stuff, man. We ain't got much time. You're going to take it. I know. Come on.
That's right. Yeah, we got to go. We ain't no overtime today, baby.
I know. I got to get the hell out of here.
So, here we go. Y'all share the show right now. How about that first? Share the show. Let's get the share in. I'm going to share with y'all. And here's the deal. John Urich, I will give you the credit of appreciating the fact that you finally publicly admitted where you was faulty in this realm of grassroots. I will give you credit on that. That's manly of you to do. And also give you credit in regards to saying, and you're not the first. People have made movements. There have been movements before, as recently as about 7 years ago. Up in Dallas, in DFW, they had a meeting with many of the minority powers that be in Dallas, Fort Worth. And this meeting, even it was a secret meeting that even had college coaches in the building for this particular meeting on this particular weekend. And it was about 50 people in that building. I'm estimating. If you guys watching from DFW, you can vouch that this meeting took place in the shadows of downtown somewhere. The meeting, the purpose of it was similar thing, as galvanize together, do our own tournaments. We ain't gotta go across the street and we can make this thing work. The college coaches were there co-signing, like, if y'all do it, we're gonna come to them, we're gonna come over to that event and support these guys that's in the room trying to put it together. And it may have went for half a year. People didn't realize it's going to be some struggle, and it fizzled apart. Basically, they all was galvanizing together to go up against Mike Kunstadt, basically. And they didn't want to withstand the rain that came with it before the sunshine, and it fizzled out. Alan Branch ended up doing the spiraling outward of that, ended up doing his own event to go head to head. A lot of the black folk laughed at him. Then Snoop came and helped Alan Branch out. They still galvanized. Then Snoop ended up getting into college coaching. Now back to the thing about you. That was the last time that I saw a mass galvanizing. And remember, they tried to do it, but somebody got mad, got upset or disappointed because they said the pie wasn't cut right. So when I thought of the concept, and I've pitched, got the wrong one, Hal.
No, you good.
And I've pitched that concept out in Houston before. And that is a concept where you can get a certain amount of grassroots teams, like a co-op, a mutual fund. And they would do the tournament, these programs, and they would keep all of the net expenses from the event, minus a 20%. 20% of it that would go in regarding to, in order, because somebody, it's like anything, it's like you dealing with name, image, likeness. They pay a fee for the person that's putting that thing together. Those agencies, they get a fee. So I said, well, 20% would be my fee for helping you guys, keeping it honest as an arbitrator to make sure that all y'all get y'all stuff. And I would serve as the FDIC to it to make sure that everybody's money is guaranteed. You follow me? I will put it all together for you guys. And guess what? The trust factor isn't there. The trust factor just ain't there, Alan. It never come out the gates. And it's a really, if people bought into it and let it go, but you have to go with it and let it go for a couple of years, because it's not going to be a money maker, but it can be a power grabber, because everybody have influence to draw different teams from their own sneaker lines. And if they let it go for 2 or 3 years, but once again, I'm not going to trust your people at the door. You're not going to trust my people at the door. I'm not going to trust you. I'm not going to trust I don't like your rules. The facilities, everybody got different stuff. And it takes a neutral party that all of them can halfway trust, that don't have no money problems, that they ain't going to worry about running off with the bread or writing or what's not. So this is where
that's hard. That's hard as hell to do, but keep going.
That's hard as hell. Remember, so back down to Houston.
Even the one with money.
Absolutely.
It's hard, but keep going.
The trust factor, for me to extend trust in them watching, so it's like, I don't know if I trust this guy like that. So now back to Houston. We've had movements in Houston before. Whereas same type of secret meetings, but not on that stage as Dallas DFW had that time. And the reason I know about the DFW meeting, because I was there. The powers that be in DFW respected me enough as a neutral party to be present. And they took ideas and I explained to them what it could do. And guess what? All hands appeared to be on deck. All hands appeared to be on deck. But then once, it's like boxing. Everything, like, remember Mike Tyson said, everything look good till you get hit in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And then the fight changed. But back to this thing right here. They had a secret meeting in Houston on similar resources, man. They went so far, had a couple of secret meetings in Houston.
I was at a couple of them. They
went so far and wanted them to draw up some bylaws. So that means there was a lot of work done. Motherfucker drew up bylaws. Oh, Chris Granny ain't watching.
Yes, she is. She watches every day. They know everything we've been to see.
I'm
Keep
coming
going.
to get my cabbage and cornbread. I ain't gonna lie. I'm coming
No,
to
didn't
get
nobody
cabbage.
hear. Didn't nobody hear
But
but me.
but check this out. It the talking point and the first stages, it appears to be the easiest part based on looking at what happened in Dallas and what happened in Houston, putting it all together, making it work, putting the boots on the ground with it, the is the hardest part, obviously, because ain't nobody yet in this state put it where I'm talking about 4 or more parties galvanized together. 4 or more. We're talking about sneaker programs. We're not talking about individual third parties. That's different. They don't, we guys like myself, we sit this one out trying to include ourselves in that part. I was talking about guys with programs. That means now your kids would directly benefit from that, possibly, right? Shout out to and shout out to our 2 teachers out there, Marcus Carroll in Louisiana, in this classroom that are watching the Chop Shop live. They the ones I hope they didn't hear what you just said, Alan. And also Alfio Veazey in his classroom over at Lexington School of Sports Science over in North Houston. They're watching right now live on the Chop Shop. I just hope they wasn't watching the other day when Alfio went off in the boom boom room.
Yeah, he went off. Yeah,
Alfio, you better not say nothing about what you thought you heard me say earlier. Now, back to this stuff with John. Let's get back into the nitty gritty. Shout the show, guys. We haven't done so. Shout the show. Shout out to Greg Morris. I see you down there, Port Arthur, in the house. Here's the deal. I'm not going to dispute that when people say, well, John Urie's heart is in the right place. But in a lot of times, when it comes to one player on his programs, that may be true. But what about those other guys? It's a team. That same energy could be going out toward another guy with some D3 schools that ain't good enough for these D1 schools that play on their same team. You got a 12th grader right now. Why you ain't spewing that you kind of spewed about and hit the table on midway through the grassroots summer over at Eisenhower High School? Why you having that same energy toward him right now? Helping him. People watch what you do. You picking that one. That's called cherry picking. That one, and you're going to ride with him.
One is real good, Jimmy. Don't the top one of the deserve more coverage?
Absolutely, but then
that's the sport. That's called meritocracy.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not created equal. What I'm saying is at a different level, because most of your kids, John Urie's team is no longer, as he attested to, they are no longer sneaker sponsored. So that means the vast majority, you're not a sneak on the sneaker circuit. The vast majority of your players are not Division I prospects out of high school. So that means they are being pawns in the chess game. You're going to get your queen. You get your PJ Haggerty, and now you got the Jared Harris. But then the other players, the energy can be the same towards University of St. Thomas. Those guys can be, that's D3 or D2 schools or NAIA, like Rick Nelson's a head coach of an NAIA school right now. The vast majority of your kids, like remember, he had one at Crosby that played alongside PJ Haggerty. Remember the white kid had about 6
So I would only find him fault, and I hear you, Dr. Newsom, agreeing. I would only fault if he wasn't doing anything for them. How we know what he's doing for the D3 guy? If he's completely neglecting the D3 guy,
I'm not accusing him of that.
Well, then if he's not, it's not going to have the same fizzle. Him talking about the D3 guy, Jimmy.
But on a lower level, you still can send a tweet out, let them know D3 guys, this the dude y'all need to be on.
But how you don't look at his tweet? How you know they're not on there?
No. I'm just using as far as the noise. I have looked at them in the past.
Okay.
I didn't see none of this stuff right here.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out.
And that don't mean I could very well see one tomorrow. I'm just not on social media nowhere near as much as I used to be. So that's the thing. Now, here's the thing. when it comes to the grassroots stuff, a lot of times, if you're going to be the crusader and you're going to be this and you're going to be this renegade, people watch what you do.
Oh, okay.
Right?
See, Doug just said something. See now that just put context to it.
What's that?
Another kid in the program said, "Damn, Jared had did it all by himself." I got you.
See,
Hold up. Did PJ Haggerty do it all? But did PJ Haggerty do it all by himself? But
No.
Jimmy, I'm just trying to tell you. I think that's an industry wide problem. Cause people talk about their best player. I put it like this: what's the guy you was telling me about from Dallas? What's my guy that's good? Trey Johnson. I didn't heard about him. I ain't heard nobody on his team. Nobody on his damn team. I ain't never heard about no. I don't know who else on his team. So I just never had. When I see the tweets about him, but I don't see no tweets. I'm just saying, if we gonna get on John, we got to go down on the whole damn industry.
Well, right now, we're talking about him, and because he's one of the more aggressive avid promoters of or marketers of players that wear his uniform.
I got you.
Or identifying and telling you about the star guy. Which, guess what? It is what it is on that. My thing is what I was about to say is the majority of his players. John Urie made a decision. Remember, he purposely. Think about this. You're going to snap at the DFW folk, right? You're going to snap at them, but then that's where you go and play most of your events this summer. You played more times in DFW than you did down here. You tried to get together a camp or some type of secret event that he's tried to put together a couple of months ago and was planning to put together. And in doing so, you're antagonizing some of the same people you want to come on the front in the daylight and say, let's kumbaya together, but then you're antagonizing them throughout the whole entire grassroots season.
It's all right.
If you're
business, Jimmy, coming together is business. It ain't got nothing to do with you don't like me personally.
Well, that's the whole thing. So what is the business benefit of some of those other people galvanizing their resources with, let's say, a John Urie? What's the benefit of it?
It might not be. John Urie might. That's why I said everybody, y'all, and I'm going to repeat this again. Y'all hear me? Everybody don't need to go in business with everybody. I'm going to repeat this again. Everybody don't need to go in the business area. I'm very choosy who I'd go to be. Because everybody, it just ain't gonna work. Certain things ain't gonna work, ladies and gentlemen. So I ain't say he just threw it out there. He just gave it to you guys. But what you were saying, man, we done tried this. So when you try, I heard that's what they said. If at first you try and you don't succeed, you try and try again. But maybe it's not that important for us to do it. Maybe it's okay for everybody to just come in and poach on Houston and Texas, Houston and Dallas and Texas. Just maybe it's not when it get important. When y'all find a big enough why, so your why ain't big enough. Because if you had a big enough why, you'll find out how to get it done. I keep saying I'm a person who really wants something. Jimmy will find a way. People who don't will make an excuse. So if it's that prevalent and it's that pressing, then people will make a way. I just don't think they don't have a big enough why yet. Their why ain't big enough. Ain't nothing wrong. You just got a big enough why. I told you, I tell the story, Jimmy. I saw it on Oprah. It was a long time ago. This little girl, she needed a kidney transplant. And nobody in her family was a match, Jimmy, right? Nobody in the family was. But her daddy. But his ass was 100 pounds overweight. He weighed 300 pounds. They said, we can't operate on this dude. We're going to kill him. So he had to lose that 100 pounds, Jimmy, to get down to 200 to save his daughter's life. So his why became bigger than his how he was going to get this way. He said he didn't know how he was going to do it. He just did it. He just did it because I got to save my daughter. Our problem is our why is not big enough. We don't feel nothing to be safe. Because you got to remember, Jimmy, come in cycles. My kid gone, your kid gone. You ain't got no kid no more. This is a crazy dynamic we in that, Jimmy, I don't know if the why will ever be big enough. Because guess what? Don't nobody care at the end of the day. Y'all had all that meat. You done went all the way to Dallas. Happened to me. I've been in 2 of the meetings around here. Then the guys getting arguing, hating on each other, don't like each other, this and that. I said, man, I ain't never coming back to this shit. Excuse me, Lord. Excuse me, kids. I ain't never coming back to this stuff. Y'all, the why has got to be big enough. Then you'll find the how. Jimmy.
And playing it's a game. That's what I call this whole grassroots basketball.
Okay.
Either you're gonna play the game. I'm not talking about the actual getting on the court. I'm not talking about the play. I'm about the grown folk. You're gonna play this game, or you don't play it at all. Unless you have a pro, you will be, I guess, obligated. No, not obligated. You will be coerced or influenced in some fashion to play the game, to go along with the with the steps and the status quo. Unless you have a pro. If you have a pro, then the game confines to you. And that's once, trust me, John Uri's had pros before.
Yeah.
So he can know. But he probably didn't realize he's had a couple of pros at 2 different times, different magnitude and different level. Right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. You, John Uri, went and bought into the pyramid scheme, the racket that was that sub-tier sneaker platform. And you went and told everybody when you get in, that was 4 years ago, this is the best thing. All y'all this independence that's staying out, y'all, this is what you need to do. You're going to get seen. Now you're not with that no more. Where's the same energy toward that mess that you was involved in?
Jimmy, as the facts didn't change, Jimmy.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing, though. On the backs and on the influence of these people, and a lot of these parents don't know no better. And you sitting there and you tell them this the way to turn. Once you see people in this basketball sector, they only get the directions once or twice. I say it again. Everybody trying to go somewhere, but you only get them directions once or twice. So that means if you drive off the road or off the cliff, you stuck out. Ain't no insurance. You done smashed the car up. That you're navigating through this stuff. And this stuff is some muddy waters. First of all, you need an SUV to ride through this. My thing with John, and that is, remember, and a couple of weeks ago, John came to Ruck on Wood. And that to be reminded, see, some of you guys may not understand, it's a lot of bitterness. That's just one part of atoning. He has plenty of atoning to do. John Uri is not from Houston, guys. He's from California. John Uri, like me, played baseball in college at Texas Southern University. He was before me. So when John Uri has made great contributions early on in helping a lot of kids get and get into college for free or next to free. And still to this day. He's an educator, he's a school teacher, but at the same time, wherever in places where his heart means good, his brain, which is a whole different muscle, doesn't mean good. And there's a person that's approaching. He's between 55 and 60 years old right now. At what point do you say, man, he get a pass? He's been getting passes all his damn life. The disrespect, you can't. The only thing about us, Adam, you can't disrespect me on Monday and want us to kumbaya on Sunday. That ain't happening. You got to
I'm with
tone.
that. I'm
You
with
got
that.
to tone and make good.
Is it? So you have the problem with the disrespect because I know Chris confronted him. I love Chris. Him and Chris Walker.
Well, Chris Walker took his Adidas deal. Let's just get straight to this stuff. That's what Chris Walker got. People might didn't realize it. Chris Walker's been an Under Armour rep and an Adidas rep in this season. Chris Walker got the Adidas deal. Well, because his roommate, his one of his best friends from college, Darren Kalish, was awarded the position of the head of Adidas at the time. So if you're the head of Adidas, people and Chris was a college coach in transit, just taking a break. He was like, "Hey man, you do this. That way keep you with the kids, keep you relevant. And guess what? You use this and you'll get back into coaching." In which Chris did. He got a job in New Mexico. Walked in the door with 5 or 6 players signed from the state of Texas. New Mexico has never had that many kids signed from the state of Texas. Probably combined, since Chris Walker left. But now back to the Uri thing. Chris got the Adidas deal. John Uri was offered and could have went to Reebok. He chose not to. He probably whatever the details are, only he and the good Lord knows. But then Rick Nelson ended up getting that Reebok deal. And the rest was history. But Rick Nelson at the time, John Uri had Gerald Green under his umbrella, but Rick Nelson had Gerald Green under his influence. And most of the time, influence wins in this basketball, in amateur basketball. Influence wins most of the time. More times than money. And the influence wins. So this is how you understand. He has a reason, he has a motive to be bitter. But at the same time, that was 17 years ago.
Okay.
That was 17 years ago. Mm-hmm. John Uri at the time, guys, had one, arguably the most potent or the largest grassroots basketball tournament in Texas, in the South.
What was the name of it?
The Texas Classic.
Okay.
The Texas Classic.
Okay. But he don't have all these things now.
LeBron James was there. The last time that it took place was at Clear Lake High School. He had Kendrick Perkins was there. Kendrick Perkins did not play. Kendrick Perkins, he's decided to sit out the entire grassroots season. He only played in like 2 or 3 events. The entire at this 11th grade
and
year.
He played in that one.
That was one of them because he got together with LeBron James, Leon Powe, and the Oakland Soldiers, and Kendrick Perkins played with them on that particular weekend. And my thing is, this was the last time that event took place in Clear Lake.
So my thing is, the general public, because I've been talking about Uri in his outlandish claims, but I understand it's just him. And in the exchange between him and Chris Walker the other day, I got a new found perspective on it. Chris Walker said, came to him like a man, and those 2 gentlemen sat as intelligent gentlemen and hashed out. Chris said, "You said this about me, you said this, and you didn't retract it." And John said, "Well, you know what? I'm wrong. My bad. I did it. I that dude was wrong. It wasn't you. I found out that guy was. And I said, that's how. I thought it was the most. I said, then what that made me see. I said, John Uri, he really know how. He know he. I just think he lacked.
No,
I think he just.
Ain't no excuse for that though, man.
I know it ain't no excuse. No,
No.
no.
And if he wasn't degreed,
Jimmy, the greed ain't got nothing to do with it.
he
Don't say
wasn't
that.
an
Greed
educator.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh,
LeBron ain't
listen,
degreed.
no,
LeBron, I know a
understand
lot
that.
of people ain't degreed.
I understand that. You degree, that mean you're validated to do what you do. He's an educator. If he wasn't an educator of people, right?
Okay,
A
say that.
career educator.
All right, I like that.
So that means in order to do so, you have to be degreed. So that's the first layer. He's degreed, mean multiple
But
degrees.
Jimmy, all leaders are not great leaders, Jimmy.
I understand so. But the thing is with him, once again, I'll paraphrase this. Some people just don't, even though they may say it ain't no big thing, but some people just don't take kindly to you convicting me.
Yes, people still mad at
Once
him.
again, you convict me on the front page and acquit me on the back page.
Like he clowned
If
Archie.
you gonna acquit me on the front page, then put your acquittal.
But most people, but Jimmy, most people, that's a great saying, but most people don't do that. He clowned Archie the other day, talking about Archie don't know what he's talking about. And it all comes down, Yuri didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Talking about, I talked to Andre Walker, and kids don't fold the paper.
Didn't know the rule, didn't understand the rule.
He didn't, but guess what? So when a guy don't understand the rule, so I guess community. What do we do with an old dude that just constantly just say crazy stuff? What can you do to him?
I'll give you one. What do you do with Jason Whitlock? What our community do?
Oh, I don't turn his ass on.
Okay, there you go then. That's
I wouldn't have did it if Doug hadn't said nothing about it. I didn't even know.
I'm saying the same thing. Didn't he just say some ignorant stuff the other day?
And the day before. Jason Whitlock. But I ain't talking about that mess.
And guess what? So
but Jason Whitlock ain't in my community. I don't even consider him my community. This dude here is talking to people like Archie and Doug. And when it affect guys like Doug, then it affect me. It'll affect Archie, then it affect me. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. So we want to cancel him? Then
no. Well, I spoke with John after he went to social media about Archie. I didn't know Archie let me know and called me, and I say, well, I'm gonna call him. But then and John Yuri backed off after I explained to him. I had to talk with him. And he backed off, and guess what? And I talked to Archie, and Archie backed off. To thicken his skin on that stuff and kept on moving. But it was one thing.
But they didn't get nasty to me.
Yeah, but he usually had one word.
What's the word?
Contains the entire conversation or the scope of things.
And
the one he called him fake.
He called Archie fake?
Fake service, like a fake. So that was a one word.
No, he don't know. Jimmy, Jimmy.
So that's what I'm saying. Once again, now look what you're doing.
If Archie don't answer to that, if Archie ain't fake, then man, I done learned. Y'all can call me what you want. It's what I answer to. I can't stop people from saying what they give. Come on, man.
Okay, so once again.
Shit, they talked about Jesus and he ain't did nothing nobody, Jimmy.
But this ain't. But Archie. Ain't
it is. Yeah, it is the same thing. Yeah. Who is Archie? Archie can be talked about. Nobody's above being. Nobody.
If you're calling somebody out of something what they are not, then that's slanderous.
So okay, he hurt his business. So what Archie gonna do about it?
What do you mean what he did about it? He called me and I called John Urias and we talked. And that ain't gonna never happen again.
That's the point. I'm saying that's all we can do.
Okay, but still though, John did it in a public platform. My thing is go to the public platform and two things. Either delete it.
He ain't gonna do it.
Or you come back and you make good on that. Otherwise, we don't call me no more. So that's a sacrifice. So that means until one of the two is done, then you're not able to call me.
You got to realize
me anymore.
Oh, and Archie, you're not the only business. That man came on and talked about the school, Legacy School of Sports Sciences, talking about they didn't have a rating, but they got a B rating now. He came on there and talked about them. I think he came on our show one time and talked about them. All I'm saying is, I'm not defending him. I'm saying, what the hell y'all gonna do? All this damn whining and talking about, oh, you done talked about it. He didn't take it off his page. What can we do?
What I just gave you.
Yeah, Jimmy, he didn't take it off, Jimmy.
But guess what? It's a sacrifice that come with that as well. You can't get information from me again. Do you realize how many times?
Okay.
Let me tell you
you just said, so you didn't tell us that part.
I just said that.
You gonna cut him off?
I told him that.
Okay.
I said you can't call me no more.
Okay.
I'm not answering your call.
Okay.
Do you guys understand how many times John Urie has called my phone asking me for somebody's phone number? Hey man, you got the number of this coach, this college coach. Hey, what about this kid? Got this number? Got the number here? You know how many times he's done that throughout the years? And I think maybe every single time he asked me for a phone number, I've given it to him. So that means now you can get him a phone numbers. You gotta go get them yourself. You gotta go work hard. Just like you say, the other people gotta go work hard, and you gotta go work hard and get them.
Hey, listen, Robert Carroll, you said someday he'll disrespect someone's child and have to answer for it. In another way, okay. Y'all don't understand. I'm not Robert Carroll. When you have a son and you sitting in the stands, Robert Carroll, and you hearing people talk about your damn son the whole damn time and don't know that's your son sitting next to you, then you come and talk to me. I know what the hell I'm talking about. People have sit there and talked about him several times. Hit this. Then I get up, I said, sir, be careful who you're around. That guy you just talked about who had 30 on these guys, guess what? That's my son. They look like a damn fool. So people are going to say something about your son, Robert Carroll. And Sonya, I don't know what point you talking about. That's not the point. What's the point? What the hell are y'all going to do? Because if Doug Jones had tweeted about it and told me who was tweeting about it, I would have never brought it up. But y'all trying to sell a grown man who going to constantly do this shit over and over? All I'm asking you, what can we do? What are we going to do to stop it? What do you do? That man said, how often did I see my son play in person in college? Every damn game, except 3 or 4 of the Blizzard kept me from getting there. He played 28 games a year. I went to 26 of them a year. Brad Austin. Yes, I did. But Jimmy, we got to figure out something. We got to be smarter than. So man. we got to be smarter than just. That's a hell of a thing right there. You did. You cutting his water off.
Yeah, that's how you economics. That's the best of principles of economics. That's how you do that. You can't economically.
Cedric, that's what I'm talking about. Cedric,
economics don't necessarily mean financially, all the time. Economically, you impact them economically, and that's all you can do on your side of the fence. So whatever your economics may not be the equivalent to my economics. So that means the people out there say, "What do you do?" Guess what? You don't give it time of day. But at the same time, I still, in person, I'm just not taking his phone call.
And I respect that. That's a way you can affect him. But everybody else is in this community. Archie got to figure out a way. I don't know why we're echoing, but Archie, you got to figure out a way to affect him if he hurts you that bad. Hey, I don't think he hurt your business, Archie, because not enough people care about. See, this is what I'm telling you. Not enough people care about his John Urie conversation. Because me seeing what he said about you ain't gonna stop me from supporting you. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It would if you're not fake. You know you ain't fake. You just keep giving. Guess what? That means up your game and get a more superior product. You make the haters just make them get. You need to be trying to get you some more John Uries then. All you did was allow some young kids to come play in a summer basketball showcase. And a guy got mad at you and tweeted about that. Man, we got to grow up with our sensitive asses. We got to grow up. Y'all too damn sensitive out here in this community. Talk about everybody. Talk about me, talk about everybody. Instead of doing like Chris Walker said, come here, man. Come here, player. No, that's all you got to do. Or like Jimmy called him and say, hey, man, I'm not going to give you no more information, man. You can't keep doing this. Can't keep doing this. And then them parents, guess what? Them parents ain't stopped. Them parents ain't stopped because he still have a team every year. PJ Haggard, he just left TSU. PJ Haggard hugging all over his boys and girls. So, y'all, the man hurting y'all that bad with his tongue. I don't know what you can do. That's what Twitter's for. Twitter is for them people to academic. That's why the boy wanted to buy it. What's his name? Elon Musk wanted to buy it. We just got to quit being Kevin Durant. Y'all, too many damn Kevin Durants in this goddamn community. He said something about me. We had a guy come and talk about, hold up, call us the internet show. Did I pick up a phone and call him? Because I don't give a fat rat's ass what that clown said. No, I didn't pick up a phone and call him because I didn't care. Because what? I know who I am and I know what this show is. I can be doing anything in the world, but I'm giving back. I'm giving back my time. So what a clown said about it, that's what y'all got to look at it. What a clown said. Man, these people going to say anything they want. Some people just like to talk about people and they can't help it. Guess what? That's him. Unless y'all just going to go beat him up every time. I don't know what you can do.
No, you economics, man. Economics. I just explained to you. And what I did with Archie, if you came to Ruck on Wood and you with a saw, what I did for Archie Young at Ruck on Wood, I empowered him to every parent. Grabbed the microphone, told the parents, that's Archie Young over here. Raise your hand. He's in the building.
Jimmy, that ain't stopped John Urie, Jimmy. I care about what you did for Archie. How would that stop John Urie?
Stop? What do you mean?
That's the issue here.
What contribution he made to the damn society besides being a coach of TJ Ford? What are you talking about? Who the hell is a
You
John
said
Urie
you're going to affect him economically.
I think that's what I'm doing until he make good on that. You're talking about how do you stop him? Tell me how you stop. What power does he have in the scope of this
You
thing?
talk about what you did from Archie. That ain't got nothing to do with this.
That's protecting my family. Archie
Well, you'll be protecting your family all day then. Yeah, all week. Because he going to keep on. I'm just going to tell you. Hold on. Well, keep protecting. Yeah, I'm just telling you because he going to keep on doing his thing, Jim.
No, he's not. He keeps
you
doing
think he going to stop because of what you said? Oh, my God.
Let me tell you something.
Well,
man.
he's a lot saner than he is. Then.
He's not as crazy as y'all think he is.
Yeah, I said that in the beginning.
So my thing is, what John Urie used to say about me 10 years ago on social media is a whole lot different and way worse. It's more respectable now. The respect factor is there, but at the same time, it ain't came from other people because he don't know. It's just a thing he got to wrestle with inside. So I'm explaining you, they would stop him from doing what? Running off the cliff?
But we said, how can you? Boy. You're missing the conversation. Because I'm just saying, what can y'all do to stop him?
Stop him from doing what?
From making the comments. He gonna still make the comments.
Okay.
You can't. The point I'm trying to make then, because you evidently, read my lips. You can't stop John Urie from saying stuff. Only thing you can stop and control is how you react to it. You're not gonna stop it.
You can control how you receive them. You can control how you receive them. It's called blocking somebody.
Hey,
you can block them on social media. You can control how you receive it. You can control that. I got people that's blocked right now, and people might retweet it, Doug. And that you mentioned about that, don't retweet it. It won't show what they're saying.
Okay. All right. Block him.
The same guy that called the little internet show, he's been blocked by me. I don't have no way, form, or fashion to see anything that he posts on social media.
And neither do I.
So therefore, that's how you control that.
Okay. So
within self.
everybody, okay. So, okay. Everybody from Jimmy said how you control. John Urick, just block him so he can't see you. So you can't see him. If you can't stand it.
If it upsets you,
I got that's a good one. I like that.
To magnitude, then that's what you do.
All right, I'm with that.
Now, meanwhile, with me, like I said, I don't dislike John Uri. I have respect for John Uri, but then there's things that he do from time to time and say time to time that will make you frown at John Uri.
Me too. I agree.
And so I've been knowing John Uri for longer than most people in this particular sector because I met him when I was a freshman in college in 86.
Okay.
He had just graduated in 85 or something like that.
I don't remember.
So I knew him back then. I ain't say 96. I didn't say 2006. I say 1986.
Okay.
So I knew him, and he was, if we had social media then, he would have been the similar guy, a younger version of what you see right now. That's what he was in 1986.
Oh, duh. That's why I say he ain't gonna change.
So at the same time, my thing was there's no excuse for people when they get no passes, though.
No. Ain't nobody giving no pass. I'm not giving no pass. I just like to have clarity. What we gonna do about it? I'd like to say what we gonna do about it. Because he gonna still do this. And I mean, he gonna still do it. And I think it's a great topic to talk about. Because he has some good things in there. So I got to throw all the bad things out to get the good one. Throw all the rotten apples. I got to get me an apple.
Well, and then Corey said,
what Corey said?
You feed just in what I'm saying. I know John Uri gonna share this show 50 times. He gonna talk about the chop shop gonna come out of his mouth, or either or Jimmy Hicks, Robert Hatter, or the chop shop.
I like it.
Or that show on the internet gonna come out of his mouth about 50 to 100 times to the rest of this day. So guess what happened? He's gonna be out. We ain't gotta buy no airtime for commercials. He gonna give us a commercial today. So that's what I'm doing for him. I'm gonna give him. I know how to feed that beast. But then I still gonna answer the call.
I like that.
And I still ain't gonna answer the call when it comes. Because you know what happens? What the worst thing you could do to a person that love to talk all the time is not give them an opportunity to talk to you. Remember that. I promise you that.
Not to talk to him. Absolutely.
It drive them bonkers. And that's what I do to him. Beep, voicemail. Beep, voicemail. Beep. I hit him back, text only. No need for the text and put that stuff in writing. That will let you know. So, but anyway, in that,
I'm going. Hey, thank you, Doug. Doug, thank you so much, Dougie. Oh, Jimmy, it's 2:00.
Yeah, it's time to get up out of here. And y'all saying he didn't do it. I need him to do it. Houston needs him to do it. We need the scapegoat. Do y'all think that? Do y'all really think that me and this guy right here that dumb?
We know
we talking about him on purpose. Houston needs somebody to go out there in the middle of the street because a lot of people scared to talk about that.
There you go, Jimmy. Now you're talking.
Y'all act like y'all don't understand what's going on right now. I'm gonna feed him the fuel. Go out there and talk and spit out there in the middle of the street. Let him know. But I'm also gonna say, remember now, where you got to use your economic dollars to support what your mouth is saying.
I like this one, Jimmy. Angel, I can't give away without doing. He said, are the words or actions negatively affecting kids and their pursuit? I don't think his words are affecting no kid. That's why I don't.
That's why I don't have. Remember, if you listen to what I said and you saw my eyes when I said it, it's.
But let me help Angel out. Angel, it's a reason we talking about this, Angel. Doug. Because I know you wasn't in the beginning when I started this conversation, Angel. It's a reason. I just looked at some because Doug, when Doug tweet, I always call him and I said, "Big fella, you all right?" You know what I'm saying? And I just expect for him to give me something else, Angel. And he said, this is why it's important. We ain't giving, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody, I'm not thinking about giving John Uri that's not the issue here. The issue is when Doug says, stop putting unwarranted pressure on kids who just want to play basketball. All this best in the nation, SHIT, these kids don't ask for that. As adults trying to control a kid's life, and it's not even their kid, meanwhile defecating on other kids who play for them. And I just said, Doug, what? So when Doug tweets that and somebody sent it to me, I'm going to ask Doug what it meant. So when he told me it had something to do with John Uri and his tweets and talking about Jared Harris. And that's why I brought it up. Then I went and had the unfortunate thing to go through all them down. I didn't realize that many tweets, Jimmy, because I had got one tweet that when he mentioned you, I had to bring that one up. So, yes, and it's okay. It's okay, y'all. Y'all, quit being scared to address something. This is a forum where we can address it. We ain't got no producer telling us what we can't talk about. So we can address any damn thing we want to. Jimmy, take us on out of here.
Yeah, man, it's time to get up out of here. It's enough of that, guys. You make sure you share the show if you haven't done so on your way out the door. It's time to slide on down Dino's back. You know how that go. And Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Baby Friday, man. Of course, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah. Monday is a holiday. And I hope you guys be safe out there and enjoy yourself. We gave you a lot of things to talk about. But don't forget, though, big day on Tuesday. You know what that means? It's the release of the schedule for the season opener. And tickets go on sale as well. The season opener, basketball showcase, November the 11th and 12th at the Campbell Center. The 8,000-seat Campbell Center is going to take place. And boy, I have a hell of a lineup for you guys this year. You guys, it's going to be a great 2 days of basketball. And also, yes, somebody asked me yesterday, I was in one of the meetings, are we going to bring back the VIP seating for the season opener? Well, it gave a lot of fans the opportunity to not only sit on the floor, but to also get that VIP would get you in the hospitality room. And we have home-cooked meals in that hospitality room on that Saturday only. Once again, that's going to be Tuesday, the release of the schedule. And the tickets go on sale for the season opener. So I see you guys. We'll see you guys on that. And
I love these people on the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, man.
I love them, man. I really love y'all. Because y'all give me the reason to talk.
I mean, but y'all realize y'all got to realize people want you to be as dumb as they want you to be. Remember that. They never want you to be as smart as they want you to be. They want you to be as dumb as they want you to be. And one thing about the Chop Shop, you got to realize, guys, you don't go 8 hours a week for 6.5 straight consecutive years.
Yes. Being
the latter. Think about how many shows that came out there and said they said we're gonna be the next. And think about it.
Good point.
They don't know. They don't think about it.
Give me yours.
How many up there they came? And I've told, and now them shows ain't but 1 hour a week. 30 minutes a week. 8 hours a week.
A hell of a commitment.
And still standing. You know why I say it? Know what the key word from that is? And it's to everything in life, folks. Consistency.
That's it.
Consistency.
Hey, Jim, before you get off, man, TSU. You know I'm going with TSU, Doug. I'm going against you.
We about to kick.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug, what's the bet? Doug, can I get in on that? I'm betting with TSU.
Yeah.
What bottle of wine? What kind of wine you want, Doug?
Hey. Show him your ring.
Hey, Doug. What Doug at? Hey, Doug. How you doing, sir?
Dude. Bubba McDowell
I
got
love
too
Bubba.
much pressure on him.
I
He
love
got too much
Bubba.
pressure on him. Too much pressure right now.
I love
Too
Bubba.
much pressure.
Why you got pressure? First year.
Your first game is against, and you've been whooping TSU on the opening day for a couple of years, and you got to play them. You can't dare lose to TSU.
And
But-
you got a quarterback that might put 50 on you named Kevin Body.
That's TSU's quarterback.
That's right.
Boy,
Oh! Hey, Jimmy.
we might.
Jimmy, I'm gone, Jimmy. I got to get up out of here, man. You know I got to go.
Man. I'm gone. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
no, I'm talking about I ain't going to be in town this weekend. But y'all better be glad. But Jimmy, is this one? Somebody please tell me how I can stream this game. I need to know TSU. I got to know who's streaming this game. I got to see
Man,
it.
I'm going down there. I'm gonna send you a picture with old Rick.
I don't
Garfield.
want to see no picture.
I'm gonna see Rick. I'm gonna see Uncle Rick Garfield at the halftime.
No.
I want to see if the energy gonna be the same in the second
Hey,
half. When
Doug.
TSU get up on them panther what they call them pandy cats.
Oh, the Panda Cats.
Yeah, the pandy cats.
Oh, Doug says so. ESPN3. I can't. Hey, I'm like Bart Scott. I can't wait.
We up out here, guys. Peace. Party.
Ooh,
I'm so
so
glad.
glad I go to TSU.
Hey.
We out here.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in